are back, looking for the best products and businesses America has to offer. If they hear a great idea, they're ready to invest using their own money.
You need me very badly. I know how to sue people.
And fight each other for a piece of the action.
You seem a little desperate at this point.
I'm not the least bit desperate.
You haven't shut up since you made your offer.
But first, the entrepreneurs must convince a shark to invest the full amount they're asking for, or they'll walk away with nothing.
I want your help, and I want your money. No, you're so full of crap.
Kiss. I feel the fire.
Who are the sharks? They're 5 self-made, filthy rich investors. Kevin O'Leary is a venture capitalist who started a software business in his basement, which he eventually sold for $3.2 billion. Barbara Corcoran turned a $1,000 loan into a real estate empire worth hundreds of millions in the shark-filled city of Manhattan. Damon John is a fashion and branding expert who grew his homemade hats and t-shirts into the globally recognized fashion brand FUBU. Robert Hirschbeck, the son of an immigrant factory worker, is now a technology mogul who sold his first internet companies for over $350 million. And Mark Cuban, a self-made billionaire entrepreneur and the outspoken owner of the 2011 NBA champion Dallas Mavericks.
And I'm Mike Bonomo, and we're from Salt Lake City, Utah. We first met in college, and we just kind of clicked. Some ideas just percolate up. So we've created something that creates a chemistry between 2 people that's absolutely amazing. Yeah, I think that's right. We grew up with a very strong moral background, and we always walk a little bit of a fine line with our product. But we feel like we found a way to come together with our moral backgrounds and still promote this awesome product. So everybody's been super supportive about our venture, especially our wives. They've got jobs to help support our endeavors. Yeah, our endeavors. It would be huge to get an investment with one of the sharks. We've gone as far as we can by ourselves. We have to have somebody to help us get through the next level. Sharks, I'm Dallas Robinson. And I'm Mike Bonomo, and our company is Kistix. We're seeking a $200,000 investment for 20% of our company. Now, just a few years ago, when I was a high school senior, I focused on 2 things: having fun in the sun and trying to get the cute girls to kiss me. Now, I quickly found out that these activities don't always mix well. While playing in the sun, my lips would get dry and chapped, and at that point, no one wanted to kiss me. So I tried every lip balm out on the market. And the only thing worse than kissing dry, chapped lips are chapped lips that taste like cherry cough syrup. It's disgusting. So I knew there had to be a better way to soften up my lips and ramp up my game with the ladies. And that's why I created Kistix. Kistix is a high-quality lip balm that comes packaged in 2 compatible flavors. One for you and one for your partner. When you kiss, these amazing flavors combine, creating a chemistry reaction that's bursting with flavors and aroma. Now we have several delicious combinations here for you, including strawberry daiquiri and pina colada. So when you kiss, you get Miami Vice, just like the drink. We have peaches and cream, raspberry and lemonade, and our bestseller, Fire and Ice, where one heats up while the other cools down, creating a fun tingling sensation that you will never forget. Now, fortunately for you guys, we brought with us our fully functional kissing booth. So, a kissing booth always features a beautiful lady. So, Barbara, we were wondering if you could come down and help us on this one.
Hold it right there. Who's going to kiss me?
Come on down, help us out.
I love it.
Like Mike said, this is our best seller, Fire and Ice.
Wait, did you invite him?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Get down.
absolutely. Waiting, Barbara.
Barbara, you're already hot enough, so for you, we got some ice to cool you down. So there's some ice for you. You can go ahead and just put it on. This is the fire. We figured since you're, a little hot-headed, we got the fire for you, right?
Absolutely.
Barbara, are you really going to kiss Kevin?
No, I hope not.
Here you go.
We'll find out real soon.
Right.
Wow, tingly.
Feels good.
Ooh.
Listen, Barbara, if I turn to stone, I'm going to be pretty unhappy.
Kiss. To make the flavor. Kiss.
Come on, sweetie. I'm backing it up here. Come on, let's try it out. Smooch, baby.
Tongue grab.
I'm ready, baby.
Don't commit to it. Don't get your dentures locked up, guys.
I feel the fire. I feel the fire.
Oh, Lord, I'm going to get ill.
I didn't get there.
No, you have to hold it for just a second.
Let's hold it, sweetie. Ready?
Hold it. You gotta hold it. A little longer. you feel anything? You feel anything?
Definitely get a change in flavor.
So the question is, who's feeling the chemistry and ready to invest in us?
What? So, do you have any sales in this stuff?
Just for the record, I would say, you know how when you kiss someone can change your feelings? This didn't change a thing. It confirmed. It confirmed it
You'll
all.
always remember it. So.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so with the whole world. Yeah. How does it work?
We had in our minds, we wanted it to tingle, we wanted to change flavors. So team of chemists came up with our formulas. They're better than anything out there. They actually work and they do the tingle sensation.
What about revenue? What about sales?
We've been doing this just barely a year last month.
Here we go.
And we hit a milestone for us, which is $80,000 in sales.
Total for the year, right? What do you think a business that does 80,000 in sales is worth?
Sales and a half.
Okay, so that would get you kind of into the $100,000, $120,000 range.
Sure.
And you're telling me your business is worth $1 million because you want me to give you $200,000 for 20%.
Right.
What's the problem?
This. It's our new vendor paperwork that's setting us up with one of the largest drugstore chains in the United States, Walgreens. So,
Are they placing an order?
Is it a test or is it at every store?
what they want to do is roll us out in 7,500 stores for Valentine's Day promotion. $540,000 is what they're going to order in product. See how it goes.
What's it cost you to make one of these?
Depending on volume, between 86 cents and $1.
And that's for one of them, or
That's for the package as you see it
the whole
all
package of
together.
two? And what are you going to sell them to your big
We're
retailer?
wholesaling them right now for $3 a unit, and then they're retailing them at about $5.99.
So how much will you make on that order?
We'll make $337,000.
Dallas, how did you get Walgreens?
I went out and tried to find people who knew people at Walgreens. We went to them, and they brokered us into Walgreens.
Mike, tell me about the other 80,000, not the Walgreens. Who bought that 80,000?
We sell on our website, but we're in over 100 retail locations right now. We actually just got approved in 485 Associated Food stores that we started distributing to 2 weeks ago.
Where do you see it going?
We've got several ideas for other mix and match kissing products that we want to bring out
Like what?
after the fact. The next thing that we have is called Kiss Mists, and it's like a breath spray. So it's the same kind of idea.
Oh, that's cool.
We want to roll out gum as well, so you can do the Kiss
That's
Mix
actually
gum.
very cool.
It could just be the after effect of kissing Kevin O'Leary. My gut is saying big time no. I'm out. It's a bad memory.
So tell me it's worth $1 million, I can't get there. That's what's really holding me back. I certainly am impressed with what you've done. Now, I didn't turn to stone when I kissed Barbara, but what's interesting is that the two people that kissed aren't doing the deals. So I don't know what that says. But I'm out.
Two sharks are out. Dallas and Mike have 3 more chances to make a deal.
What's interesting is that the two people that kissed aren't doing the deals. So I don't know what that says.
I'm on the fence. Push me one way or another.
You got 2 of the hardest working guys you'll ever meet up here. We won't let you down with this. We went and knocked doors and did summer sales just to get enough money to make this our dream and keep this going.
So how would you use the 200K?
Well, we'd use 167,000 of that for the Walgreens order.
Okay, so for inventory.
Yeah, for inventory, and then the rest of it, we want to get more distribution with it, and we want to get our name out there.
I like what you're doing, but I think your valuation's too high. I think you can be fun, hip, innovative, and kind of a little bit edgy, which is cool. So I'm willing to give you the $200,000 for 40%. But the other good news is, as you grow, I'll be there to help you finance all that other inventory without asking you for more equity.
Mark has made you a better offer than I would. I'm out.
I love to compete and win against Mark Cuban.
So does everybody.
Yeah, but I usually do.
Compete, but not win.
It's a better offer than I would have made. I'm out.
You need to make a decision.
Time to decide.
We would love to accept your offer. We'd love to work with you.
I know you would, and I would too. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
Congratulations, guys. You guys did a great job, man.
Thank you.
Kevin, was there a tingle after you kissed Barbara?
Yeah, you get a little burst of flavor.
Did you get a little excited?
Well, It was more than that.
Oh, no.
I had a burning sensation.
I can't believe we got a deal with Mark. But even more unbelievable is that we got Barbara and Kevin to kiss, so. It might not work out between them, but it sure worked out for us, so. For us. Sweet.
Last season, we watched Kimberly Nelson strike a deal with Barbara Corcoran with her homemade cake business, Daisy Cakes.
Pleasure.
Let's see what she's up to now.
What an experience being on Shark Tank has been. Oh my goodness, amazing. Prior to Shark Tank, we sold 2,000 cakes in a year. And now we're averaging over $100,000 in sales a month. And because of this huge increase in orders, I was forced to find a larger bakery. I've moved from my small kitchen with 4 ovens to a much larger bakery with big walk-in ovens. And the production has increased dramatically from being able to bake 8 cakes at a time to about 160 cakes. One of my favorite things is that I've been able to ship my cakes all over the country, even all the way up in the North Pole. And I write little notes to people on the boxes so that they know that some Southern love is coming their way. Oh my gosh, this looks beautiful. Working with Barbara is absolutely amazing. She is so smart and creative. Most of all, she's extremely well connected. Since I was a little girl, I have been baking. This is my life's dream. And now thanks to Shark Tank and thanks to Barbara, it has all come to fruition.
Next up are Stephanie and Daniel Rensing with tools to make life easier for the home baker.
Hello, Sharks. My name is Stephanie.
And I'm her husband, Daniel.
And our business is The Smart Baker.
We are seeking $75,000 for a 25% stake in our company.
Home baking has never been more popular than it is today. More and more people are getting back into the kitchen and making things from scratch to help them save money. Our goal at The Smart Baker is to make those bakers' lives easier. Since most recipes call for an amount much too high for just 2 people, I'm always left on my own to scale recipes down and convert odd measurements. I'd always wind up with a baking disaster that no one wanted to eat. My husband and I created a way to solve this problem and have all this information at a baker's fingertips when they need it. And where better to put this than on their apron? What's unique is that it's printed upside down, so you can read it while you're wearing it. Within 2 weeks of creating the cheat sheet apron and putting it online, we quickly went from selling a few a week to over 50 a day, right out of our garage. We've also designed a line of parchment paper that comes in pre-cut flat sheets that are made to fit the most common size baking pans. Plus, we've added unique lift tabs that put us ahead of our competitors.
Oh, good idea.
Our newest hot item is our line of cupcake and treat towers. Unlike other disposable towers made of cardboard, the Smart Baker's cupcake and treat tower is reusable and made of washable, durable PVC, eliminating the need to constantly replace after every use. With your help, we can make everyone a smart baker. And we'd like you to be one too.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so this is very cute. Let's talk about what matters. Money. Do you have any sales?
We do. Overall, we've had about $72,000 in sales. In the past 3 months alone, we've had over $34,000.
What do you think you'll do for the rest of this year?
We're hoping to end the year out at about $140,000. We hope to net about $100,000.
Great margin. That's how you start a small business.
So are you living off this, or this is a hobby?
Right now, for me, this is a full-time job.
Last year, I was an elementary art teacher, but I actually just found out yesterday that I lost my job.
Oh, wow. That sucks.
So Smart Baker will now be full-time for me, and I'm going to need to make it work.
One door closes, another one opens, right?
Are you selling everything on a website, going to trade shows? How are you actually selling the product?
Currently, we're selling them online through mail-order catalog with the aprons. We've done some trade shows.
What's your best seller?
Currently, our best seller is a cupcake tower. We've done about $40,000 in sales since October.
What does it sell for?
Retail $59.99 to $64.95.
I think what puts our cupcake towers apart is that it could be for a big grand event like a wedding, but using our modular design, you could take off a tier or two and you have a smaller structure. Good for smaller parties.
Stephanie, do you mind me asking how long you've been married?
8 months, but together 10 years.
So you went out for 10 years and have only been married for 8 months?
That's his fault.
Did you ever date anybody else?
No, high school sweetheart.
Yeah.
Wow, no kidding.
The reason I asked is you have such a great relationship the way you finish each other's sentences without arguing.
What is it with the syrup all the time? Robert gets so sappy on everything. My goodness.
Let's say you had the time and the help to focus just on getting more sales. What would you do?
The first thing I would do is the trade shows. When people see the product, they fall in love with it.
You know what, guys, I like what you're doing, but I think I'm such an internet geek, I probably have a hard time on the retail side. You have a strategy there, and I might be the guy to hold you back, so for that reason, I'm going to say I'm out.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
I buy your premise that the economy being soft, casual dining dollars are down. I'm just wondering, though, how do you scale this business? It's sort of on the cusp of being a hobby versus a business. Your valuation is not crazy. You're asking for a value of $300,000 on something that might make $100,000. The trouble is, you got to eat, literally.
Correct.
So you got to pay yourself most of the profits. So for me as an investment, it's very marginal. Not enough meat on the bone to invest in it. I'm out.
I know I can be like Kevin sometimes where I think I know everything about everything.
But you don't. You're not like me.
But in this case, I actually don't know that much about the baking and cooking business. I will definitely be a customer. I just can't add value to you. I'm out.
3 sharks are out. Damon and Barbara are Stephanie and Daniel's last chances to make a deal.
Are you making enough?
I'm not sure.
So, Stephanie and Daniel, I'm willing to offer you the $75,000 for 40% of your company.
Is that the only offer?
The only offer I heard.
Only offer you heard.
It's a hard one for me. I could argue either side of it. Do you have any debt?
No
No
debt.
debt.
You know, I bought a business in the tank here named Daisy Cakes. She had for the year $3,000 in sales. Do you know she's been selling $100,000 worth of cakes a month?
Wow.
Awesome.
But I made a deal with her that I was wondering perhaps you might consider because it gave me an opportunity to get the money back out. If you might pay me, well, he'll call it a royalty. I'm calling it a return, a 5% return line of what you sell. And if you'd be willing to do that, I was going to make the exact same offer. The guy who knows nothing about baking just made $75,000 for 40%. But let me tell you what I do know. I know distributorship, I know the baking business, I know the technology piece of the food business, and I know the marketing business.
And she knows how to kiss butt and lie.
You understand the difference between the Shark and the Sharkettes offer. This one comes with the 5% royalty.
This one comes with everything needed to make your business a huge business quickly. And let me tell you something, I could take your sales and I could quintuple them in a month simply because I've set up the network to do it, which was not easy to set up and very expensive. This guy doesn't know a darn thing about the baking business.
You know, the only problem about this is that I don't remember seeing Barbara around the Thanksgiving table. She's not family. She doesn't know what I know. So she can basically tell her great resume and say how much I don't know. She doesn't have a clue.
So you're in the baking business.
I might be.
I did fail to tell you one thing. The royalty is totally ended the minute I recoup the investment.
Tell them anything else you want to tell them.
I've told them everything.
You seem a little desperate at this point.
I'm not the least bit desperate.
You haven't shut up since you made your offer.
This is why I love the tank. You have 2 offers. What are you going to do?
I'm going to counter Barbara's offer, see if she is willing to do $100,000 for the 40% with the 5% royalty.
I'd have to say no on that.
Well,
Does your previous offer still stand?
If it's $75,000 for 40% with the 5% of sales off the top until it's repaid, definitely.
You got to do it.
We'll take it.
Yes.
wow, exciting.
Not me.
You can tip you too.
Yes,
Thank you very much.
Great.
Wow. Got what we came for, baby.
Yes.
What were you doing putting your nose in that business?
I was going to license that. That's all.
License it.
I don't like to lose, but I'm happy for them.
Next into the tank is Lyle Schutte with a household product he invented for his wife.
Hi, my name is Lyle Schutte, and I'm from Derby, Kansas. And my product is the Heat Helper. I am here today to ask for $100,000 in exchange for 50% equity in my product. The Heat Helper is an amazingly simple device. It saves energy and money, especially in times when we need it now when the economy is tough. I came up with the heat helper out of pure necessity. My wife had injured her back, and during her recovery asked if there was any way that I could raise the dryer up, so when she did laundry, she wouldn't have to bend over to get the clothes in and out of the dryer. And while you're at it, can you heat up that end of the house? Now, my mother, she was a very smart woman. Now, I remember back home on my parents' dairy farm in Wisconsin, my mother would take her old pantyhose and stick on the back of the dryer. Why? Because she could catch the heat and the humidity that came out of the dryer, so during laundry day, our home was a lot more comfortable. Now, before I explain how the heat helper works, you must first understand how an electric dryer works. An electric dryer works by pulling in air through the back of the unit, heating that air up, then it blows the air out of your home. What a waste! Now, what the heat helper does is take that same amount of air that your dryer uses, filters it, and then blowing it back inside your home. It pays for itself in the first year. I call the heat helper common sense in a box. Now let's do some business.
First question I have to ask is, if my wife hurt her back and I didn't volunteer to do the laundry for her, I'd be black and blue. How did you get away with that?
Well, I started a dirt business, and I'm normally gone all day long. And since my wife at that time was a stay-at-home mom, it was all right for her to do that. She got you some slack, huh? Yes, sir.
Lyle, what's a dirt business?
I am a terra firma relocation distribution engineer. In other words, I move a lot of dirt. I'm a drainage contractor, and I sell topsoil and compost.
Lyle, how did your wife hurt her back?
She fell in a hole of a pond I was digging on our farm.
I knew it was dirt. I knew it was
to go left. No, I told her to go left, and she went right, and next thing I know, there she was.
And then you made her do the laundry. Oh, God.
Dirt fights again.
Did you help her out of the hole, or did you build something?
In the words of my wife, she never saw my old butt move so fast.
Have you had any sales?
I've had 680 units sold all through the website.
How much does a unit cost?
$99. And we have sold them at Lowe's and at Walmart.
And how much can that save me in my heating bill?
Well, on an average family of 4, we'll save roughly $189 a year.
Well, you said you were in home Lowe's?
Yes, we've been in Lowe's for 3 years and in Walmart.
How many have you sold in the last year?
Probably 20.
Why did you fall off so dramatically?
I ended the company in 2003 because my dirt business took off where I could not do both.
Lyle, the Walmart and Lowe's deal you had, was that on a national basis or just regional?
That was my local 2 Lowe's stores and my local Walmart. Okay. We had to sell them as a special order item. Until I sold...
Did you try to go national?
The response I got when we did call is, you need to sell a certain amount of units, and once you get to that point, they would consider to put me on the shelf.
Okay, so that's where we're getting. Why do you feel that the units didn't sell?
Well, special order items mean there's a display at the store, but you can't pick it up.
That's
you
terrible.
Have to order it that day, and then he has to come back in another day or 2.
So, great presentation, but if Lowe's and those guys couldn't really sell, I don't want to get into a space where the professionals weren't able to do it, so I'm out.
Lyle,
yes,
I love you.
I love you too, man.
No, I'm telling you why. You're the first guy I've ever met that made money selling dirt.
I sell manure, sir.
Hey, you can sell poo-poo and make money. That's fantastic.
Yes, sir.
But it's not going to be a huge business. And for that reason, I'm out.
Lyle, you got busy with your dirt business, and it kind of sat on the side, and now you're here showing it again, bringing it back to life. There's something used and warmed up about it and over that makes me uncomfortable. So I'd have to say I am out.
I never lost interest in it, Barbara.
But you brought it back from the dead.
Yeah, and the same unit I built for my wife 10 or 11 years ago, we still use. All the ones we have sold, we haven't had one return or complaint because there's only one moving part.
Lyle, you saw a need from your wife and you created a product. Not an investment right now. I'm out.
Lyle, I gotta tell you, your heart's in it. It's a good idea. It fills a need, but it's just tough to write a check to somebody who's not eating, sleeping, and breathing the business. And so, for that reason, I'm out. Thank you, Lyle.
Thank you.
I thank all you folks. Have a great day.
Good luck.
Bye-bye.
What a great guy.
Yeah,
Fun
very
guy.
nice guy.
He should have let us invest in his dirt business.
I didn't get a deal today, and that kind of disappoints me. But, you know, life's too short. Get over it, and it's all right. I'm still coming home, honey.
Next into the tank is Scott Jordan, who hopes to entice the sharks with the patent for his clothing technology.
Hi, my name is Scott Jordan. I'm the founder and CEO of Tech,
I'm seeking a $500,000 investment in exchange for 15% of my company. You see, I'm a gadget guy. I gotta have my stuff with me wherever I'm going. At any given moment, I've got my cell phone, my digital camera, my tablet, my laptop, and all the gadgets and gizmos and headsets and batteries that go along with it. The list is never ending. Technology certainly has made my life easier, but it can be a lot of stuff to carry around, especially when you travel as often as I do. So, what if I told you I had everything on this desk in the vest I'm wearing right now? Introducing technology-enabled clothing. Tech is a patented system that lets you carry everything you need, know where it is, and access it easily in specially designed pockets. We've engineered our pockets to fit almost any device, and these pockets are layered into clothing so that there are no bulges and everything is balanced. Many of these hidden pockets have unique features, like check this out. Clear touch fabric that allows you to see and control your device right through the fabric without ever taking it out. We've even developed a patented system to wire your headphones right through the lining, so you no longer have to contend with this tangled web of wires every time you have a call or want to listen to your music. I intend to license tech to every major clothing company because I know that this can become the next huge ingredient brand, like Gore-Tex, Velcro, Polartec, and so many others. Right now, tech is poised to revolutionize the clothing industry, and this is a billion-dollar opportunity. All right, I've told you about my pockets. Now it's time for you to reach deep into yours.
2 days ago, I'm flipping through the back of Men's Journal magazine, and there was a similar product, and I thought, wow, what a great idea. Is that you?
It is a great idea, and it is my product. I formed a retail company to prove the concept of technology-enabled clothing, and I've been running that company for a number of years, waiting for the patent, and now that it is issued, I'm here seeking an investment in technology-enabled clothing as a licensing company to bring this system, the intellectual property, along with the registered brand name and the product know-how to other clothing companies.
Tell me about the retail business, because that proves the concept.
Yes, it does.
What are the sales in the retail business?
Well, to date, it's $5.1 million, and we're on track to do $12 million this year.
The retail business, is that real?
That's not part of this.
That's not part of it?
No.
Is the idea now that we're not going to sell this retail, we're simply going to step back, take the intellectual property, the IP, and license it to others?
That's exactly right. In terms of the offer I'm presenting here today, it's for the intellectual property and the brand name, the bigger idea, the billion-dollar idea.
Right. The Sharks have discovered Scott only wants to sell a stake in licensing the patent and not in his lucrative retail clothing business.
Scott, you're saying that the proprietary patent, which you say you have now,
yes, I do,
is what you're selling me, right?
Right.
Why aren't you bundling it all together? Why are you being so greedy and savage?
Because I'm like you. What I'd like you to understand is that what my other company has been doing is been building the brand of technology-enabled clothing for years.
What is the technology we are buying? I see that you can put the speakers through the hood. Now, I know Burton...
Not through the hood, but through the
headphones.
pocketing system.
I know Burton has done this for years. So what exactly do you have that's different from all the other ones that I know exist?
Well, they infringed on our patent.
Have you ever protected it?
Yes.
And you've collected...
Did you win?
Yes. I've settled with 11 of the largest companies, including VF Corporation, North Face,
sure,
Ralph Lauren, Calvin Klein, Under Armour, Spider.
You getting an ongoing royalty?
It's subject to confidentiality agreements.
Now, wait a second, though. Is it getting a royalty stream from the settlements? You don't have to tell me how much.
Yes.
Okay, listen.
And is that part of your bottom line?
Stop right now. You need me very badly. I know how to sue people. This is going to be wonderful. I want it all, though. Why are you just giving me a taste when I want to eat the whole pie?
I don't need you for the other company.
Yes, you do.
I just don't.
The problem is there's leakage in the deal. I don't get any of the good stuff, just the risky stuff.
No, it's not risky.
So, Scott, what exactly is the property that you own that you can defend and have defended?
A garment with no wires in it, but the capacity to wire things in it.
Is it a design patent?
Yeah, design and utility
patent. And it's been issued?
Not only issued, not only tested in litigation, but recently re-examined and passed re-examination.
So basically, the patent is attributable to the wires.
That's right. Only the wire. So that, for example, this pocket here has a hole in it that leads up through here. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. That's just common sense. Wires in, wires out. That's what's killing this country, that we get dumbass patents that people then turn around and sue when it's just common sense stuff. It's ridiculous.
You're being un-American.
Think about this. I understand as a businessman exactly what you're saying, especially as an ex-lawyer who hated dealing with lawyers so much, I stopped practicing law.
Running a wire through a piece of clothing?
I'm telling you, Mark, I mean,
That's a patent? Are you kidding me?
Mark, who cares? What does it matter?
You're crazy. No, you're so full of crap.
Scott, the cases you have defended have been when, argument's sake, let's say one of my designers, and I have 30 of them, decided to wire something, a hood or something else like that. It goes out. We don't even know you exist and have that patent. You hit us. We say, instead of paying the attorney bills, give them 50 to go away because we don't have time for this. And that's it. And that's the reason why you got to defend all those patents.
Horrible.
love it.
You say that. That is what this country was formed on.
You're a lawyer. You're going to say that.
Unique idea and defending it.
Scott, just to be really clear, you came up with a fantastic idea. You patented that idea. You went out and built a business on your idea that'll do $12 million this year, $24 million next year,
if not more.
And now you don't want to sell us any of that business. You just want to take the idea and sell us the patent.
Yes, I do. My other business only has a very insignificant part of a much larger market.
No, because your other business could end up being the billion-dollar business that we have nothing in. Did you start it just to cap off at $12 million? You're going to grow that business. And you're going to have the first rights of this technology and not have to pay us.
That's all negotiable, okay? I mean, so I'm here to negotiate.
Would you sell me 15% of that business for $500,000?
You've got to be kidding me. That's insane.
All sharks are in, and Scott has one offer on the table from Robert. $500,000 for 15% of a patent to the technology and his retail clothing business. But Scott is only interested in selling the patent and not including his lucrative retail clothing business.
Would you sell me 15% of that business for $500,000?
You've got to be kidding me. That's insane.
Why is that insane?
Because we're going to make
How much money are you going to make on that $12 million?
2.1.
You just called him insane for offering you $500,000.
For a company that's making $2 million.
So then why are you here?
Honestly, I want your connections. I want your expertise. I want your help. And I want your money.
May I just stop you there? I have to ask you something. Do you have a business partner?
Yes.
They must be a saint. Because you strike me like you'd be one pain in the neck to live with.
He's a lawyer. What do you expect?
No, but beyond that.
You know who the partner is?
What?
Who? My wife.
Oh, God.
You're a lawyer, too?
Yes.
And you know what?
Shocking.
Scott, just to be clear, I'm out.
I understood.
Scott, okay, so we're talking about 1.2 million free cash?
Yeah.
What's a clothing company trading at these days? Let's call it 5 times?
No.
What?
Internet clothing, because we're direct to consumer, we're an internet clothing company.
What's it worth?
30 million?
30 million?
30 million.
Who's insane now?
Because it's growing at 100% a year. It has intellectual property that's working. It's unique. It's online. It's building a brand, a lifestyle brand.
It's not. First of all, the intellectual property is built about running a wire through clothing.
A rivet, a wire, Velcro. It doesn't matter.
It does matter because wireless is what's next.
Wires will not go away with battery power and for the time being for music. People will always prefer to listen to music with wired headsets. Sound quality is better. You don't have to worry about pairing issues.
I don't agree. I'll put low power Bluetooth into the shoulder, let it distribute to all the other devices and to the headphones, and kick your ass. So I'm out.
You were out from the moment you sat down, so you're no loss.
What is your problem? Why would you say a comment like that to Mark? You call me insane?
No, your valuations were insane.
I think it's an insult that you wouldn't offer us part of the bigger picture. I'm out.
3 sharks are out, and Scott has one offer on the table from Robert.
You know, they ask a scorpion why it would kill something that was floating across a pond on. Because it's nature. You're a lawyer. It's your nature to be like this. I'm okay with it. Mark brings up a great point about wireless. You got to admit that.
It hasn't happened to date.
It's coming? And technology changes, and there will be very low-cost wireless headphones that'll erode your share. In the meantime, you're doing a great job building this business. Now, Robert made you an offer. He said, bundle them together, it'll give you $500K for 15%. I'll go in with him on that deal and go 50-50, or I'll offer you $1 million if he wants to come in with me. We'll double it for 30%.
I gave you $500,000 for 15%. I don't need O'Leary on that. Would
Fine,
you
then
consider that?
I'll make the same offer, and you can choose between us. I'll make you the same offer, because I think combining them together in the clothing industry with the risk of wireless taking some share away in the next 36 months, $500K for 15%.
Scott, is there a premise under which you're going to entertain an offer in the real business?
Well, I have a call that I need to make. You know, it was on my advisory board. Steve Wozniak, the co-founder of Apple. I need to talk with Steve Wozniak.
Tell Woz I said hi, too.
I will. Would you like to say hi, Kevin?
Sure, I sold him a ton of software. I was their education business for years.
You shouldn't be able to take nonsense like that and turn it into a patent and then fill up the legal system and then create unlimited uncertainty for companies. It's wrong. It's absolutely wrong.
I agree with you, Mark.
I love him.
Steve.
Oh my God! Very good to hear from you.
Here's the deal. I got two offers on the table, both from Kevin and Robert. They're the same amount, $500,000 for 15%, which is what I asked for, but they're insisting that I include my other retail company.
I'm sorry, that's just too much for this kind of offer. I mean, I don't think this offer is good enough for giving up what you've got going already.
What he's doing right now is he's trying to figure out, is he serious about selling the real business or not? If I believe he will, maybe I'll make him a real offer. All right, come on back.
I don't want to.
We were just talking bad about you, but it's okay. You can interrupt.
Steve says hi. He doesn't know you. I'm sorry. No, I'm kidding. First, before I relay Steve's comments, would anyone else like to, reconsider?
Why don't you tell us what Woz said?
Woz, just thought that it was an awfully low offer for such a well-established business.
Did Woz agree, though, that the only logical play was that it's one business, not two businesses?
We didn't talk about that specifically, although Woz knew what I was pitching because I've discussed this with him.
Your answer to $500,000 for 15%, I'm taking it as no.
I wanted to give you another opportunity and
to bid against himself.
Well, I mean, to rethink the logic of $1 million.
Scott, the way it works in the tank is, we make an offer,
then let me
you
be
counter.
Clear. Kevin, you're out. You're out. I don't need you.
Wow. You had $1 million sitting here.
Will your wife represent me in suing you for wasting my time? Because that's what you're doing right now. You didn't come to make a deal. I didn't waste your time. Don't waste ours.
Scott, you know what? Seriously, what the hell? You point at me and you tell me I'm out?
Bye-bye.
Show a little more respect.
Oh, that was exhausting.
That was painful.
As my mother always said, the fish stinks from the head.
Why are we still talking about it?
I went in looking for a deal. I truly did. But unfortunately, the valuation that they put on my other company to combine was just insulting. I had no other choice. I had to walk.
Next time on Shark Tank.
We make jewelry that goes down your legs.
I'll take that. I want that right off your leg.
That's not where we're going to make our money. Where are we going to make our money?
We're going to project $4.8 million in 2 years.
Man, I love you guys.
So make them an offer.
I will give you $80,000 for 70%.
Well, you better ask about the salary. It better be a lot.
Oh, here comes her crap.
There's nothing unique about this product. You're going to get slaughtered.
What happens when What Would You Do goes to Utah? The jaw-dropping special starts now. Sharks are back, looking for the best products and businesses America has to offer. If they hear a great idea, they're ready to invest using their own money.
You need me very badly. I know how to sue people.
And fight each other for a piece of the action.
You seem a little desperate at this point.
I'm not the least bit desperate.
You haven't shut up since you made your offer.
But first, the entrepreneurs must convince a shark to invest the full amount they're asking for, or they'll walk away with nothing.
I want your help, and I want your money.
No, you're so full of crap.
Kiss.
I feel the fire.
Who are the Sharks? They're 5 self-made, filthy rich investors. Kevin O'Leary is a venture capitalist who started a software business in his basement, which he eventually sold for $3.2 billion. Barbara Corcoran turned a $1,000 loan into a real estate empire worth hundreds of millions in the shark-filled city of Manhattan. Damon John is a fashion and branding expert who grew his homemade hats and t-shirts into the globally recognized fashion brand FUBU. Robert Hershbeck, the son of an immigrant factory worker, is now a technology mogul who sold his first internet companies for over $350 million. And Mark Cuban, a self-made billionaire entrepreneur and the outspoken owner of the 2011 NBA champion Dallas Mavericks.
Robinson, and I'm Mike Bonomo, and we're from Salt Lake City, Utah. We first met in college, and we just kind of clicked. Some ideas just percolate up. So we've created something that creates a chemistry between two people that's absolutely amazing. Yeah, I think that's right. We grew up with a very strong moral background, and we always walk a little bit of a fine line with our product, but we feel like we found a way to come together with our moral backgrounds and still promote this awesome product. So everybody's been super supportive about our venture, especially our wives. They've got jobs to help support our endeavors. Yeah, our endeavors. It would be huge to get an investment with one of the Sharks. We've gone as far as we can by ourselves. We have to have somebody to help us get through the next level. Sharks, I'm Dallas Robinson, and I'm Mike Bonomo, and our company is Kistix. We're seeking a $200,000 investment for 20% of our company. Now, just a few years ago, when I was a high school senior, I focused on 2 things: having fun in the sun and trying to get the cute girls to kiss me. Now, I quickly found out that these activities don't always mix well. While playing in the sun, my lips would get dry and chapped, and at that point, no one wanted to kiss me. So I tried every lip balm out on the market, and the only thing worse than kissing dry, chapped lips are chapped lips that taste like cherry cough syrup. It's disgusting. So I knew there had to be a better way to soften up my lips and ramp up my game with the ladies, and that's why I created Kistix. Kistix is a high-quality lip balm that comes packaged in 2 compatible flavors, one for you and one for your partner. When you kiss, these amazing flavors combine, creating a chemistry reaction that's bursting with flavors and aroma. Now we have several delicious combinations here for you, including strawberry daiquiri and pina colada. So when you kiss, you get Miami Vice, just like the drink. We have peaches and cream, raspberry and lemonade, and our bestseller, Fire and Ice, where one heats up while the other cools down, creating a fun tingling sensation that you will never forget. Now, fortunately for you guys, we brought with us our fully functional kissing booth. So, a kissing booth always features a beautiful lady. So, Barbara, we were wondering if you could come down and help us on this one.
Hold it right there. Who's going to kiss me?
Kevin! Come on down, help us out.
I love it.
Like Mike said, this is our best seller, Fire and Ice.
Wait,
Okay?
did you invite him?
Absolutely. Yeah, get down there.
Waiting, Barbara.
Barbara, you're already hot enough, so for you, we got some ice to cool you down. So there's some ice for you. You can go ahead and just put it on. This is the fire. We figured since you're, a little hot-headed, we got the fire for you, right?
Absolutely.
Barbara, are you really going to kiss Kevin?
No, I hope not.
Here you go. We'll find out real soon.
Right.
Wow, tingly.
Feels good.
Ooh.
Listen, Barbara, if I turn to stone, I'm going to be pretty unhappy.
Kiss. To make the flavor. Kiss.
Come on, sweetie. Up here. Come on, let's try it out.
Smooch, baby. Don't grab her.
Ready, baby.
Don't commit to it.
Don't get your dentures locked up, guys.
I feel the fire.
Oh, Lord, I'm going to get ill.
I didn't get there.
No, you have to hold it for just a second. So you don't get the full effect.
Let's hold it, sweetie. Ready?
Hold it. You gotta hold it. A little longer.
Tasty. Very tasty.
Yes.
Did you feel anything?
Definitely get a change in flavor.
So the question is, who's feeling the chemistry and ready to invest in us?
What? So, do you have any sales in this stuff?
Just for the record, I want to say, you know how when you kiss someone can change your feeling? This didn't change a thing. It confirmed. It confirmed
You
it all.
always remember it. So.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so will the whole world. Yeah.
how does it work?
We had in our minds, we wanted it to tingle, we wanted it to change flavors. So team of chemists came up with our formulas. They're better than anything out there. They actually work and they do the tingle sensation.
What about revenue? What about sales?
We've been doing this just barely a year last month.
Here we go.
And we hit a milestone for us, which is $80,000 in sales.
Total for the year, right? What do you think a business that does 80,000 in sales is worth?
Sales and a half.
Okay, so that would get you kind of into the $100,000, $120,000 range.
Sure.
And you're telling me your business is worth $1 million because you want me to give you $200,000 for 20%.
Right.
What's the problem?
This. It's our new vendor paperwork that's setting us up with one of the largest drugstore chains in the United States, Walgreens. So,
Can they place in an order?
Is it a test or is it at every store?
what they want to do is roll us out in 7,500 stores for Valentine's Day promotion. $540,000 is what they're going to order in product. See how it goes.
What's it cost you to make one of these?
Depending on volume, between 86 cents and $1.
And that's for one of them, or
That's for the package as you see it
the whole
all
package
together.
of two?
Mhm.
And what are you going to sell them to your big
We're
retailer?
wholesaling them right now for $3 a unit, and then they're retailing them at about $5.99.
So how much will you make on that order?
We'll make $337,000.
Tell us, how did you get Walgreens?
I went out and tried to find people who knew people at Walgreens. We went to them, and they brokered us into Walgreens.
Mike, tell me about the other 80,000, not the Walgreens. Who bought that 80,000?
We sell on our website, but we're in over 100 retail locations right now. We actually just got approved in 485 Associated Food stores that we started distributing to 2 weeks ago.
Where do you see it going?
We've got several ideas for other mix and match kissing products that we want to bring out
Like what?
after the fact. The next thing that we have is called Kiss Mists, and it's like a breath spray. So it's the same kind of idea.
Oh, that's cool.
We want to roll out gum as well, so you can do the Kiss
That's
Sticks
actually
gum.
very cool.
It could just be the after effect of kissing Kevin O'Leary.